Free socks.
Put the needle on the record.
Oh, you know that needle is always on the record. Why? Because the New York Knicks take this one in Philadelphia, 97-92 in the Wells Fargo Center to take a commanding 3-1 lead, headed back to MSG on Tuesday. It was the Jalen Brunson show, 47 points from Big Jalen. I took a snapshot on my phone as I was walking off, as I was sitting at my seats. Because I thought it just kind of summed it up. It was very, very apropos that everyone was around Jalen because he was the man. He gave the Knicks a little bit of a scare at the end of the third quarter when he had we don't know what happened. He didn't come back until the fourth with about 10 minutes left. But then he continues his masterpiece, his 47-point explosion over the 76ers. After that dirty pool game, I like to refer to it as, he comes in and does his thing. He makes it happen. He makes it happen, Captain. He does it. He does it all. You have a lot of guys on this team that really didn't put it together for Knicks. This really was the Jalen Brunson show. I think the entire Knicks in the first half, outside of Brunson, were 10 for 27, if I remember correctly. He was just crazy. You waited for him after game one to discover his shot, and he kind of was a little bit, because he should be in the talks for MVP consideration. I don't know if he will. He had 23 points at the break with 7 assists, shooting 10 for 15, and he looked unstoppable. He looked like he was more of a man on a mission than anything else. And the Sixers, while they may have shut down everyone else on this team, they couldn't find anything to do to stop Brunson. And it was one of those things that you watch this game, and then when he went down at the very tail end of the third quarter. At the very end of the third quarter. And you kind of looked at it like, oh my God, if he's down, we are basically screwed. Because there's no one else on this team that's hitting. There's no one else. You got Josh Hart, who I think had 2 points, but he had 14 rebounds and 4 assists. OG Anunoby had 16. I think he also had 12 rebounds. Like I said, I don't have it all in front of me because I literally just got back. But it was one of those games that you watched it. You figured, okay, the Knicks were gonna be in a little bit of trouble because no one else seemed to be working very well outside of Brunson. And also, I'm gonna tell you, the Sixers helped a little bit as well. They went ice cold in the fourth quarter. You had the Nick Nurse challenge on the Embiid's turnover. That's when the Knicks were leading about 88-85. And Nick, of course, everything that's been going on in Philadelphia with the refs has just been crazy. Embiid made a bad pass that Tyrese Maxey had a chase out of bounds to keep possession, but the officials initially ruled stepped out of bounds. To me, he stepped out of bounds. The call was overturned, and then what does Maxey do? He immediately drives the lane for a layup, puts the Sixers within 1 with 6 minutes to go. You thought the whole shit was going to fall apart. Then you had my precious coming in for the Hartenstein, who had 5 fouls with a huge block on Embiid. And it was just one of those moments that you're sitting there like, okay, we're working this. We're working this a little bit. We got this going. But like I said, you held your breath when Brunson went in that locker room. You did. You held your breath. And what does he do immediately as he comes in with about 10 minutes left in the fourth? Hits a shot, hits his 40th point. Knicks go up 84-81. You had a sigh of relief. You hope you still have a sigh of relief. And then, like I said, Brunson just carried the team the rest of the way. And OG Anunoby at one point tried to basically give the Sixers a 4-point play, but didn't work out that well. And then you gotta give big blessings to Kyle Lowry. He took a horrid 3-point shot with 20 seconds left. Horrid. But then he followed up his own shot, and he missed, but he got to the line. Now, he connects on the first, and there must have been some kind of miscommunication because I was sitting right there, and I guess no one else knew it. But no one knew he seemed like he was going to miss the second. So what does it do? It bounces off the rim, bounces past a couple Sixers, lands into the hands of OG Anunoby, and it's one of those moments. It's one of those moments you just have to laugh. And I loved it because you actually had people chanting MVP in the Wells Fargo Center, which was crazy to me. He broke the previous Knick record, which was Bernard King's, which I think he did back in '84. That Brunson, that is, in reference to scoring record from the playoffs. It was a good win. It was a great win. It was a fun win. Again, we got to still figure out a way with Embiid because Hartenstein can't seem to stop him, and it's killing us a little bit because of the fact that he's getting foul trouble left and right. And like you said, you have my precious on him in the game. So and that's not a matchup that you want to have. But going up 3-1 back to New York, it's what you want to do. Brunson Brunson running that hot hand is exactly what you want to do and exactly what you want to be. The Sixers seem to be a little bit in a disarray, so you hope and you can pray and you have a mindset that this team can literally get this done and move forward. And can I leave with the venerable Stephen A. Smith? I think I have it. Hold on.
Go New York, go New York, go. 3 down, 1 to go. Yes.
I thought I was a fan. Stephen A. Smith is a bigger fan than I am of the Knicks. No, I wouldn't say that. But you know what, guys? It was exciting. It was fun. It was atmosphere. It was playoff basketball. You know what? This was going to hopefully carry us through the summer. And as always, this is Tim. This is 3 and D for the New York Knicks playoff edition. And I'm out of here.